Hello everybody, CW here. I want to show a new rifle. I want to talk a little bit about a new challenge that is out of Mr. Revolver guy, Day at the Range, Eli over there. He has issued a new challenge, kind of just modifying what he already's got. It's going to be the Captain America challenge. And what he wants to do is, I think it's production rifle, I think is what he calls it. And he had shown his part of it. His choice was a Henry 001 lever action in 22 caliber. Now I've got a couple of Henrys myself, but mine are all 22 Magnum. I don't have a long rifle in a Henry. So, although I could do it in Magnum, I'd rather not. I'll stick with long rifle. So what I've got for a long rifle is this really nice Browning, which happens to be a grade 2 BL22. And I don't know that I've ever shown it on the channel, so I figured we'd do, a twofer, and I'll show the rifle. It's got some nice engraving on it, and it doesn't have really nice wood, but it's, it's pleasant wood. It's straight grained, typical Browning stuff. So it's a really, really nice rifle. I believe it's a 20-inch barrel. It's got these awful flip-up sights that we see on Rugers and the like, and I just don't care for them. But the front sight is fine. Tubular magazine, lever action, but it's got a neat design. It's got a very, very short throw. That's it. And the trigger stays in the lever, so no pinching, no binding. So it's very quick. Still has a half cock, just like always. It has a grooved top for mounting a scope, and it's engraved on the other side. It's got the Browning buck on the bottom. And that's about it. There's no sling studs. Nothing's been changed here. That's never been drilled for slings, which is good. I don't want it to be. So what we're going to do is modify this a little bit to meet his challenge. Now, I'm not one for sights on levers, but, as we get older, we can't see things, and these sights were poor at best to begin with. The challenge that he has issued is for maximum of a 10 power scope. So to take full advantage of that, I looked through my old scopes and I found a couple of 3 to 9s, but I don't want to put a regular scope on here. Talked about this in the past. Regular scopes have parallax that is set to about 100, 125 yards. So when you're shooting your high-powered rifle at 100, 200, 300, 400 yards, you don't have any issues. But with rimfires, we're shooting up closer, and this particular challenge, of course, is 50 yards. So parallax is a real issue and can destroy accuracy. You could have a very, very accurate rifle and an optic with bad parallax, and you won't shoot good. So we want to take full advantage. I don't remember how this shot. I thought it shot pretty good, but just like Eli said in his video, most people don't ever shoot the premium ammo. So they have no idea how good or bad their rifle really shoots. We just run Winchester and Remington, Federal, whatever. Not necessarily cheap, but, regular production stuff. And it's not on par with the stuff we can get from Ely and from Lapua and the like. So we'll try some of that fancy ammo. And I'm going to try and get a scope on here. So looking through what I've got, I found this older Tasco, and it's a 2.5 to 10 power. Now I had a Hawk 3 to 12 that I was going to use, and the reason I chose both of these scopes is because adjustable objective, which will eliminate or greatly reduce parallax because it can be set for the yardage that we're shooting at. So the potential for accuracy, or the potential for damaging accuracy from the optic is minimalized. This has always been a good scope. It's got target turrets, but they're capped. Look there, P9. I didn't even know that was on the inside of the cup. 1/4-inch clicks, and it's been a pretty good scope. This scope has been on a couple of rim fires, so it should be okay on here. Yeah, it's scratched up and banged up. It's been around. It's probably 30 years old. But like I say, it's been a good scope. Is it Japan? No, it's China. It's a China. So it's not a really premium one. Now, just looking real close, I can see I might have a couple of issues here. And let me get you adjusted so that we're in the center of the screen here. And that is, this rear sight is going to hit, but probably not a lot. You know, we're only losing just a little bit here from what that rear sight would be. Now, I could take that out easy enough. No big deal. Wouldn't hurt nothing. And I may, depending on what we find with the scope rings. But we've only got this much room. And by the looks of where this is going to be, that scope may be like there, which means I may put 2 rings back here. So we got to see what we can do. And it also, see the height? We're going to have quite a bit of height to deal with. And even that puts this way back here. So we're going to have to do a little trial and error. Now I've got these West Hunter rings that I bought back a while ago. And they might be high enough. And they are for the dovetail. And they look okay. Actually, these are monstrums. Huh. These are monstrum rings, and I must have used the West Hunters or done something with them. Anyway, these look to be maybe high enough, but they're kind of wide. I don't know that. Well, I guess they'll fit. I guess they'll fit. But I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to have to do. So, unfortunately, YouTube won't let me show this. Or, with the changes that are going on, maybe it's okay now. But I don't want to take the chance. You know, their rules are open to interpretation. And unfortunately, it's not our interpretation. It's theirs. And it changes like the wind. So, I'm not going to take the chance. I am just going to set this up. I'm going to put the scope in these rings. I'll bring you back as we check it and see what we get. So stand by. And there it is. Just like I thought, because of the eye relief, I needed to pull that scope way forward. And that required me to use those rings both in the back. So it's not really traditional, but it will work. We got to get it zeroed. So we're going to do a second video here, zeroing this out on the range and then shooting the challenge. So it ought to be fun. This challenge is not limited, to lever actions, but it is limited to standard firearms. You have to watch Eli's video to get all the particulars. I don't know there's a value placed on the firearm, you know, the amount that you can spend on the gun, but I'm pretty sure it's as you buy it. So the intent of it is for more conventional, regular use rimfires to be used instead of these, you know, the heavy barrel target version stuff. If you got that, that's great. You know, you can still shoot and have fun, but this particular class is going to be, I think he's calling it production class. And he's limited it to a 10 power scope. So, you know, 3 to 9s, that type of thing. If you've got a 12 or a 14 or a 16 power variable, you're not out. Just set it for no more than 10 power. You know, set it for 9 or 10 power maximum. And, you know, you're going to be on your honor to shoot it at that power range. And you know, turn your target in, make your video, turn your target in. And see how you do. It's going to be really interesting. Like I said, I had a 4 to 12 Hawk that I liked a little bit better. It's got a little nicer glass. But just in keeping with the flavor of the challenge, that being a 2.5 to 10, this scope maxes out at 10. So I put the 2 to 10 on, 2.5 to 10, just so there's no question as to, what CW shot this at. And there we go. So, I'm introducing you to a really nice, really nice firearm. You don't see enough of, you don't see enough about. They're out there, people got them, but they're overshadowed by the Henrys for sure, and then by the Remingtons. Even those Ithaca 49 single shots you see more than you see these. At least I do. But in my opinion, this is probably the nicest, best made lever action. The earlier Winchesters were pretty nice as well. They're a little nicer than the Henrys, but I don't think they're quite up to what this is. So be interesting to see. I don't know that it shoots any better than those. I can't tell you that at all. It may be, it may not shoot nearly as well, but we're going to find out. I don't have any idea what ammo this likes, so we're going to find that out too. We'll run it through a couple different kinds of ammo. Right now I'm going to clean this barrel just to make sure we're starting with a clean barrel, and then we'll put cooties in on the range and we'll see what we get. So stay tuned. I'm not going to make you wait long. We'll probably do these videos one right after the other. Probably going to happen the first couple weeks in August. Again, I film my videos way ahead, so we're still in July here, middle of July. And I hope you participate. I hope it gets some more use. I've already seen a couple videos of guys doing this, so it's good to see. And just go to Day at the Range, Mr. Revolver Guy's website, and you can sign on to his email list, and you can download and print the targets right off his website. And this is going to be the Captain America challenge, the red, white, and blue target spots. So it's going to be a nice target to shoot at. I've shot a few times, and you see a lot of guys, in the group of people that are contributing, shooting this target. So there we go. All right. God bless everybody. Let's see your videos. CW out.